Hey guys, what is going on? We are covering the Ultron theory today, and this theory pertains to the creation of Ultron, which really began to happen at the end of Iron Man 3, which, by the way, you can go check out those Easter eggs. So at the end of Iron Man 3, Tony was given up the armor, at least for the meantime, but it is pretty clear that he has the technology to create a semi sentient armor, um, the Iron Legend Legion, of which is controlled by Jarvis. Jarvis is Tony Stark's like robotic thing that controls everything in his lab and all that stuff in the house. And anyway, as his tech continues to get better, he creates completely sentient armor, a proto Ultron, which he uses to help the Avengers. Shield wants this technology, of course. Agent Coulson also comes in always with Agent Shield. Um, Obviously, to further weaponize it, since at this point we know that Shield is a pretty shady operation. Agents of Shield, which by the way you can watch the show. I have yet to get to the Easter eggs. I will eventually get to them, but it is 7 seasons, so bear that in mind. Not doing that anytime soon. Um, and during Captain America: The Winter Soldier, we can see more of how messed up it is. So okay, just you can see the Winter Soldier Easter eggs as well. So just be aware of that. Tony knows this and doesn't want to play ball. He doesn't want to go with either one of them. Locking down all of his designs. This is where Ant-Man come in. So AKA Hank Pym, who had formerly worked for Shield in the 1970s and 80s, which we don't know much about Scott Lang as Ant-Man during the time that this movie came out, Age of Ultron. Ant-Man has not appeared. However, here's a clip from Ant-Man, so we do understand that eventually Hank Pym and Scott Lang come about, and there's importance to this scene. Okay. So, but during this time, they neither one wanted, or Hank Pym did not want to be involved in Shield. After Stark not wanting Shield to have his Proto Ultron designs, Shield enlists Pym and Lang to steal the designs from Iron Man. Upon successfully stealing the designs, Hank Pym goes to work perfecting the AI and armor of S.H.I.E.L.D. Upon activation, Ultron does the Skynet thing. Humans are a threat, must be eliminated and or enslaved. So really, the theory goes is that it was Hank Pym's fault who truly made Ultron, and this is by user Piker10 from I believe it was Reddit. Here's the thing: Ultron, Jarvis, and Vision were all one and combined, right? And during Age of Ultron, and I did mention this during the Thor theory, that Ultron had at one point created Vision. Vision was like this robotic thing that came of Ultron, but Vision didn't want to be a part of Ultron's mind control. Now we do see this in the comics if you read them, but we also see this throughout Age of Ultron and WandaVision and throughout in Avengers Infinity, as well as Infinity Wars and Avengers Endgame. Wow, I cannot speak today. So we see that Vision separates himself from Ultron. Now this is important because we will see that he does fight alongside the Avengers. Check out this scene. Now, this is important because the Avengers are not very trusting. Besides the fact that the Infinity Stones haven't really begun to be mentioned all that much, besides in Guardians of the Galaxy and Guardians of the Galaxy 2, which you can go check out the Easter eggs on, Vision has one of the Infinity Stones in his brain, right? This comes into play during Infinity Wars and Endgame. Other than the Tesseract, that was also an Infinity Stone. But here's the thing. There was a scene, and I do mention it in the Thor theory, that no one, and Thor specifically mentions it in the scene right before this, was that no one is worthy of the hammer. So anyone who's worthy, sorry, I messed that up. Anyone who's worthy of the hammer will be able to lift it. Now, during the Stark's party, where they're all like hanging out and they're pretending, they're laughing it out and trying to pick up Thor's hammer, and no one except for Thor can. Then comes Vision after there's a whole Ultron fight and all that. And Vision picks it up and just hands it to Thor, and he's looking at him like, what the hell? But everyone witnessed it, and they know because of that theory and because they had just gone through that, they could trust Vision. And they knew that Vision had good motivations and that they could trust. him. And so that becomes a really important role, especially because later on, as I just showed you, he does end up fighting with them. And then that is when Wanda and Pietro unfortunately dies during this movie. Sorry, not sorry giving that away. It's been out for a long time, but um, that is when Pietro and Wanda technically join the Avengers unofficially, and then so does Vision at the same time, and that's when Wanda and Vision meet up. So important for the future, but kind of an interesting theory. What are your thoughts on this? As far as Hank Pym, we need to know more. I think we'll learn more, not just with Ant-Man, which did come out, and we will cover that soon, but also with the second Ant-Man, not second, sorry, Ant-Man and the Wasp. We do learn a little bit more, but also with Ant-Man and the Wasp, the quantum something, whatever. It's not coming out till 2023, so we don't have to worry. But you guys get the point. There is a lot to cover this year. So much. Anyway, what are your thoughts and opinions on this? I would love to hear, and I will see you guys very soon.